Prime Minister, Dr. Andrew Michael. Holness addressed the crowd
I'm truly
at the jump.
heartened to be in your midst this evening. I am not easily impressed. I believe I'm at the age where I can say I have seen many things and I have experienced many things. And so nothing much scares me these days, and it really takes a lot to impress me. But you have impressed me today. First, let me compliment you on how beautiful you all look. Let me compliment you on your energy, your attentiveness, and your genuine interest in the business of your nation. You could have been elsewhere, but you chose to be here. And that says a lot.
In this election, let us vote for the Jamaica Labour Party.
Forgive me if I am businesslike tonight, but I do have some sympathy for you because you have been standing on your feet for quite some time. And I want to get through the messages very quickly. Allow me also to commend your Member of Parliament, Action Hand, and the Member of Parliament for Western Portland, Action Man. In my platform presentations to the supporters and workers of the party, I have raised the issue about the quality of representation that our elected officials give. There are some who are scared of that and probably feel it should not be raised on the platform. But when we come here, it is good that we raise the energy level with all kinds of antics. You know, you saw me there dancing. But it is also important that you leave here with a sense of purpose and a reassurance of the issues that concern you. Because I don't take it for granted that because you come here in a celebratory mood, that you don't have things that are of concern to you. And as your leader, my job is to address your concerns. And when we did our survey, we didn't do any poll. We did a very detailed research as to what are some of the issues affecting you, the people who support the political process. And what came out clearly is the need for stronger and better representation. So before we face the electorate in a general election, we are going to ensure that everyone who carries the party's banner in a constituency is meeting a high standard of representation for the people. And that representation is not just about being able to go into your pocket and say, hey. That is a part of it, because in this audience would be persons who would have asked for things and would not have received it. And that leads to a high level of frustration. But there are more people here who are not asking for things. They are not involved in the politics of gimme, gimme, or spoils. What they want to see are important things, such as improvement in the infrastructure of their community, road, water, employment, security, dealing with pradia lastly, improving wages, and what they want to hear from their representatives are constructive responses. And sometimes the greatest problem is that there is no response. Even if you can't give it, even if you can't deliver it, but at least you must have a plan. At least you must be able to articulate it. And at least you must be able to go amongst the people, hear their complaints and frustration, take their cussing sometimes, and deal with the issues that face them. At the end of the day, people are reasonable in the main. And if you deal with them reasonably, they will deal with you reasonably. And that is the government that I lead. And that is what I expect of everyone who is on this platform. To treat the people with the respect that they deserve, with the patience that they deserve, with the love and care that they deserve. The Jamaica Labour Party is about building a caring society. And I want to repeat that. The history of our country at its start was brutal to us. It didn't show us any care. And as we have gone through from slavery to emancipation to pre-independence, decolonization to independence, it has been a long struggle for all of us. A brutal struggle to the point where some of us don't believe that government can make a difference in our lives in a real way. And as the first post-independence leader of the country, I wrestle with that notion that resides in the back of your mind. That government can and will make a difference in your life. And that's what my struggle is, to prove to you that the government, whichever government, but government can make a difference in your life. And the first step to that is to ensure that the people who you elect represent you. That they are your voice, that they are patient, that they are caring, and that they are loving. So, I'm so happy to see you all here. But I do know that behind all of that, there lies the concern. And it is important that it is addressed. Because if it is not addressed, you leave yourself open to be exploited by persons who will promise you a pie in the sky. They will exploit small grievances and turn your mind away from good government. And that is what is happening. Positive news doesn't sell. None of you is going to take up your phone and share on TikTok that the government of Jamaica spent $11 billion on the main road coming into Portland. No, nobody. You're not going to hear that.
JLP.
That don't make headline. That don't make headline. But that has transformed Portland. You don't hear about what we have started with the Boundbrook Urban Center, which is again going to transform Portland. Right now, we have several projects planned for housing in your parish. You don't hear about that. You don't hear about the new bypass that we plan to build, which we have already started to acquire land. That is going to be over 50 million US dollars. It's a bypass, but it is also a development road. It is going to open up a whole heap of lands that we can build low income, achievable, and affordable housing for the people of Portland. These are things I have said and announced in budget presentations and said them over and over again. But if you look at what makes its way virally to your phones and to your ears and to your eyes, is some foolishness. 90% of which is not true. And even intelligent people gobble it up and then call me and ask me if it's true. And then I say, you're so fool. You know, go to school, you're not supposed to know that it's not true. It tells me we have a problem with ignorance in the society. People not paying attention to the good things that are happening, numerous good things. But tonight I'm here to also give you a taste of what the future is going to be for your parish and for you personally. This parish is long held as the most beautiful parish in Jamaica. And I have to be careful of what I talk because you have... This parish has some gems. One of the first hotel and resort was built here, and it is now a ruin. You have natural harbors which can be developed, lush, beautiful hills. But you know what is the greatest asset you have? The most hospitable people. Friendly, peaceful, warm, welcoming. This is still the place where tourists come and walk around freely. All over. What you have here is an invaluable asset which we must develop, but with great care. We cannot allow the potential for tourism in this area to be developed without it being, first of all, community-based, meaning that you get direct benefit from tourism, not just work in a hotel or in a resort, but people must be able to come to your home and stay in one of your bedrooms. We want to develop the tourism so that it is not overcrowded and crowd you out. We want to develop the tourism so that it is sustainable, meaning it is not using up more resources than how the resources can renew themselves, or using up resources that deprive you of their use. So we have put in place, my friends, a plan to develop this parish into what is called high value, low density, low intensity tourism. What that means is that
I wash our sins away.